In the top stories, Police High Command engages with Division B residents. Trinidad launches probe into missing military ammunition. And the U.S. and Russia hold key talks in Saudi Arabia amid Ukraine conflict. Hello and welcome to the ZIZ Midday Newscast. Today is Tuesday, February 18th, 2025. I'm your presenter, Shanique Harvey, nationally. Last Thursday, the High Command of the Royal St. Christopher and Nevis Police Force conducted a successful walkthrough in Division B, connecting with residents in Sandy Point and Fig Tree. According to the police, the event saw a warm reception from the community, who expressed both their concerns and gratitude for the heightened police presence in the area. The walkthrough was attended by key members of the Royal St. Christopher and Nevis Police Force, including Commissioner of Police James Sutton, Assistant Commissioner of Police Travis Roger, Division B Commander Superintendent Jasper Carty, Force Personnel Officer Eartha Carey, Force Finance Officer Katia Laws, Force Chaplain Erickson Cumberbatch, Inspector Carl Keynes, along with several other officers. A standout moment of the visit, according to the police, was an impromptu football game with local youths in the farm's site area, highlighting the positive rapport between the police and the community. The event proved to be both productive and impactful as officers listened to and documented the residents' concerns, ensuring their voices were heard. The St. Kitts Electricity Company Limited, or SKELEC, marked Valentine's Day with its annual Love Basket distribution, honoring former employees for their dedicated service. On Friday, 14th February, company representatives visited various locations across the island to deliver love baskets to retirees who had made significant contributions to the company. This year's recipients included Alonzo Jacobs, Anthony Sweeney, Lesroy Clark, Lionel Marsham, and Jerome Clark, all of whom had served in various capacities at SKELEC. General Manager of SKELEC, Clement Williams, expressed the company's gratitude, stating, quote, "This initiative underscores our commitment to honoring those who have dedicated their careers to SKELEC. It is our way of giving back and ensuring they know they are still valued members of our SKELEC family," end quote. The Love Basket distribution is part of SKELEC's ongoing efforts to foster a strong sense of community and appreciation. SL Horsford's St. Paul's United have claimed the SKNFA's first title of the season when they won the President's Cup last Sunday. Coming up against MFCR Old Road United Jets in the season opener, St. Paul's came away with a 2-0 victory. Head coach of St. Paul's United, Thurston Leader, believes this victory will set a positive tone for the season ahead.
We motivate us, as I said before, this is the fourth time we win the trophy in the last 5 years. So it's just a stepping stone for the regular season when we start.
We will have more from the champion team's coach in our 7 p.m. newscast. And we move now to news on the regional scene. Trinidad and Tobago's National Security Minister Fitzgerald Hines has confirmed an investigation into the disappearance of more than 25,000 rounds of 5.56 ammunition from the Trinidad and Tobago Regiment. The missing ammunition, totaling 25,753 rounds, was discovered to be absent during a routine check earlier this month at the 1st Engineer Battalion bunker at the Komuto Barracks, following its relocation in 2022. Minister Hines expressed concern over the situation and requested a thorough investigation to verify the accuracy of reports and understand the circumstances behind the disappearance. He stated that preliminary findings have been received, but no further details can be shared at this stage. The investigation aims to determine the facts and take away any necessary actions to address national security concerns. The worsening gang violence in Haiti's capital and surrounding areas is having a devastating effect on thousands of children, many of whom are forcibly recruited into armed groups. Human rights organizations report that children now make up between 30% and 50% of gang members in the country. According to UNICEF, most of these young recruits, aged 12 to 17, are used as spies, couriers, and fighters in the escalating conflict. Amnesty International's recent report reveals the alarming scale of the crisis, with children being caught in gang crossfire and others actively recruited into the violence. The report underscores how Haiti's deteriorating security situation has turned children into both victims and reluctant participants in the ongoing violence. Internationally, U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio and Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov met in Saudi Arabia on Tuesday to discuss improving relations and potential peace efforts for the war in Ukraine. Ukraine was absent from the talks, prompting concerns from President Zelensky, who insisted that Kiev must be part of any peace negotiations. The discussions aim to assess Russia's readiness for peace talks and restore U.S.-Russia relations, which have worsened since Russia's 2022 invasion of Ukraine. Kremlin advisor Yuri Yushakov indicated little progress was made and no date was set for a potential summit between Trump and Putin. French President Macron reaffirmed support for Ukraine, calling for security guarantees as part of a lasting peace. The meeting also underscored Saudi Arabia's growing diplomatic role in the conflict. And finally, in international news, a Delta Airlines flight from Minneapolis flipped onto its roof while landing at Toronto Pearson Airport on Monday afternoon. Despite the dramatic incident, all 80 people on board survived, with 18 passengers suffering minor injuries. The plane, a CRJ-900LR, encountered blowing snow and strong winds during its landing. Passengers reported a forceful landing, with one describing being upside down after the plane touched down. Emergency responders arrived quickly and passengers were safely evacuated. The cause of the crash remains unclear, and the Canadian Transportation Safety Board is leading the investigation with help from the U.S. National Transportation Safety Board. This incident follows a series of major aviation accidents in North America in recent weeks. And now for the weather. Present weather is cloudy skies with showers. Winds are a moderate breeze of 16 miles per hour from a northeasterly direction. The temperature for today is 28 degrees Celsius or 82 degrees Fahrenheit. Seas are 1.5 to 2.1 meters or 5 to 7 feet. Small craft operators should continue to exercise caution. The weather forecast for today predicts partly cloudy skies initially, with a 40% or moderate chance of brief passing morning showers, becoming mostly sunny thereafter. Tonight will be fair to partly skies with brief cloudy spells and a 40% or moderate chance of a brief passing shower, mainly after midnight. The sunset for today will be at 6:14 p.m. and sunrise for tomorrow will be at 6:35 a.m. And that brings us to the end of the ZIZ Midday Newscast. Join us this evening for these stories and more in detail. Thank you for tuning in. I'm your presenter, Shanique Harvey.